All right, it's time to start cleaning the machines. It was sprinkling a little bit for a little bit, and now it's stopped. I didn't really want to get too much water on the machine, so now I brought it outside, got the big air compressor here, and gonna try to get it as clean as possible. Just got done for the day. It's barely 6 o'clock. I'm gonna go home now. I have a place to be later on in the evening, so I'm gonna continue tomorrow. Gonna clean this, or finish cleaning this stripper. I got it somewhat clean, but I still need to clean a little bit more on it. And then I'll have another stripper to clean. Hopefully I can get that one done tomorrow, and then both strippers are clean. And then the hardest part will be the combine. So it's gonna be a lot of cleaning machines right now. That machine's done. Now time to work on this one. Putting it in transport mode. Down, 2 to go. All 4 machines are cleaned up. Now time to park them in the shop. Parking. Next one. Parked. Getting up bright and early this morning. Gonna go bring the air seeder back home. 2.5 hours later, we made it. Getting ready to roll back out. He's loaded up and ready to go. Bring this air seeder back home. My dad will be following me with the truck and the Disker. It's gonna be a long drive waiting ahead for me, that's for sure. Time to hit the road. Feels kind of cool driving through walls like this. Looks like the tractor can't pull it faster. It's using a lot of power. It can only go like, well, 18 miles an hour. Made it safely through Carlsbad. Now time to get a little bit of lunch. And we had some good lunch and then we're back on the road. Well, looks like we ran into a problem. Almost lost the tire.
Yeah.
Wow. We lost the nut that was on there. The one bearing is completely broken. Got it all apart. Time to go to town. Hopefully they can just put a new spindle on that one side because it's completely broken. And then we'll come back tomorrow and then drive it the rest of the way home. So it's the next day. We talked to a machine shop yesterday and turns out they could make us just a new spindle. So they're gonna weld a new one on there. All they have to do is just grind off the one side and then with the big gigantic press, just press it all out of there and then put the new spindle in there. They have to like machine it somehow to where it's the exact same way as it was before. And then put the new one on there, weld it back together. And as for right now, I got the old hub right here. I'm actually gonna clean this all out, take everything out of there. We have new bearings and everything. We're gonna put all the new stuff in there. So I'm gonna clean it out, get all the old stuff out of there, all the old junk. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. And hopefully they'll have the spindle ready today. If not, they'll have it ready tomorrow, but hopefully they'll have it ready today. And then we'll put it all back together. We'll go out there back to the tractor, which we actually took the tractor, unhooked the air seeder beside the road, took our tractor back home because someone was actually dumb enough to go over to our tractor and suck out all the diesel out of the tractor. The nerve of some people, it's just not cool. But whoever it was, I hope they don't do stuff like that again, because that's not cool. But they took about 3/4 tank of diesel, which that's a lot. But we just have to drive the tractor back over there, hook everything back up, and then we'll bring it back to our shop and then hopefully park it in the shop or just leave it parked outside. Got it all cleaned up. Got all the old grease out of there, all the other old shavings that are in there. Now I got myself all these parts here. There's the one bearing there, and then this one sleeve that goes over that bearing. So you gotta put this in there first. And then there's also this other sleeve that goes over this bearing. So this sleeve right here, or both of them, one's smaller, one's bigger. This one will go right here, just in like that. I have to hammer it in there, and then the bearing will ride along that ridge right there. So I gotta hammer both of those in there and then pack those bearings full of grease. And then once you get the spindle, put it all together. And the rings are in there. Nice, new and shiny. As you can see, it's still a little bit messed up on the sides. It has, whenever it broke, it kind of rubbed on the side a little bit here, so there's a lot of shavings inside. But that should be okay. The bearing rides on the smooth part right here, so then it'll all be okay. I hit it all far enough in there, it wasn't messed up here where it rests up upon, so it should be good. Time for the bearings. And there's that new spindle. Looks pretty good and shiny. They did a really good job. Like I said earlier, they grinded it off, but they welded it on this side. So as you can see, they welded it right there, and then it just goes straight through and comes out this side. Now to put that all back together. All right. So if you've ever done this before, or if you've never done this before, got grease. Just normal grease. Take your bearing. Well, first, what I do, I just take quite a bit of this grease, put it in my hand. It's very stringy. It's supposed to be really good grease. And then I take my bearing, and what you want to do is you want to pack the bearings full of grease so that they'll last longer. So you pretty much have to just work your way around. Kind of just pack it in there until you see at the other end comes out of there. And then so you just have to work your way around till the whole bearing is full of grease. And then you repeat the process with the other bearing. One bearing is in there. Now the only problem we're getting is this is just a cover, and the seal goes inside here. And this cover is not wanting to stay in there. We tried to press it down into there and it's not wanting to go. So we're gonna take this quickly to the machine shop again and see if they can figure out how to keep that permanently in there. So I guess tomorrow we'll have to go to the tractor and then bring it back. So yesterday they just ended up just tack welding it just on a few spots there. I believe 4 spots all the way around. So now it should stay on there. Putting the cap back on there. Wow, it's cold today morning. Got it hooked back up. And we're driving again. Come on. I can see the shop from here already. So close. Please don't run out of diesel. Please don't. This sucks. I'm just kidding. I didn't run out of diesel. Filling it up right now. So, this is all we've done for the last 2 weeks. Hope you enjoyed. I'm just going to park this machine into the shop. Should be enough room. So next week is Christmas, so we won't be working next week, or we're going to try not to work next week. We usually don't have enough time to take off for Christmas, on that many days. We still take off Christmas Day, of course, but this year seems like we have extra time. We got all of our land ready in time. So I guess we'll see y'all next year. Thanks for watching. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.